So let's just talk about the stack application. So let's just see how we can implement the undo and redo operations using the stack. So as we know, undo and redo means, so whenever the user performs any action, so if we perform some mistake, we can easily undo that using Ctrl Z. And also we can redo that user action by pressing Ctrl Y. So let's just see how we can implement these undo and redo operations with the help of stack. So this undo and redo operations can be implemented with the help of two stacks. So we have to maintain two stacks. One is for undo operations and another one is for redo operations. So this is our undo stack and this is our redo stack. Now let's just see how that is working. So whenever the user perform any action, so suppose the user is typed A, so the A will be pushed into the undo stack. And then if the user performs the action B, then the B will be pushed into the undo stack. And if the user performs the action C, then the C will also be pushed into our undo stack. So the undo stack will store all the user actions like typing, deleting or any action. Now after that, when the user presses Ctrl Z to undo that operation, then the last action from this undo stack will be popped and it will perform the reverse of the action, and then the action will be pushed onto the redo stack. Similarly, again, if the user presses Ctrl Z, so the last action from this undo stack will be popped, so the B will be popped out of the undo stack, the reverse of the action will be performed, and then the action will be pushed onto this redo stack. Now suppose the user thinks that everything is fine, let's just redo the action. So in that case, the user will press Ctrl Y to redo the operation. So when the user performs the redo operation, first of all, the last action from the redo stack will be popped out. That means the operation B will be popped out from the redo stack, and then the user action B will be applied back, and then it will be pushed into the undo stack. Again, if the user presses Ctrl Y and try to redo the action, then the last undone action from the redo stack will be popped out from the redo stack and it will reapply the action, and then it will be pushed back into the undo stack. So this is the working of the redo and undo. We just have to maintain two stacks. Whenever the user undo any operation, then the user action will be popped from the undo and pushed into the redo. Now whenever the user redo some operation, the action will be popped from the redo stack and it will be pushed into the undo stack. So with the help of this stack based approach, it ensures that we have efficient and structured undo and redo operations. So hope you understand about how the undo and redo operations are performed with the help of two stacks. See you in the next one. Take care.